acquisition. We'll invite Mike available afterwards. We want to talk trade deadline in general, but keep this focused to Jimmy Boy and the Warriors.
Yeah, obviously, we got some news here to announce. I think I'll start by thanking the guys that we've traded, Dennis, Lindy, Kyle, and most especially Wiggs, who was a big part of this organization and gave us a tremendous amount over his career at the Warriors, including the championship. So we thank those guys. This is never an easy time of year when you have to do some of this stuff and make some of these moves, but we're in the business of winning, and we made an acquisition of a guy sitting next to me who's one of the best in the league, an elite two-way player, and we are thrilled to have him into the fold. And I think this is the type of thing where we got to hit the ground running right away. Not a lot of room for error. We were sitting here at 500 with 32 games to go, so it's time to get winning, and we're really excited about it. So I guess without further ado, I'll welcome my former teammate with the Chicago Bulls, now a Golden State Warrior, Jimmy Butler.
Thank you. For myself, I'm so happy to be playing basketball again, honestly. But for an organization like this one, with some hellified talent that we have, I'm glad that I get the opportunity to get here and help get us to winning and do something special. I think that's why I'm here, and I will do my best to do what everybody wants, and that's to win a championship. I mean it.
All right, let's open it up to questions.
Jimmy, the sense out there during a lot of this process was that you were maybe trying to direct yourself to Phoenix. Obviously, now you're with the Warriors. I guess, is this kind of a second choice, or how do you view this partnership with the Warriors?
This is a great choice, and the best part about everything is I never say anything, so nobody actually really knows what's really going on because it never comes from my mouth. So out of everything that's been going on, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be able to play basketball again, meaningful basketball at that. So I always leave it at that. I'm able to go and go out and do what I love, and I'm happy that it's for an organization like Golden State.
Jimmy, what about playing with Steph and with Draymond appeals to you?
That they always play winning basketball, and they'll do whatever it takes to win. I think that's what I respect most about those guys. And they've won at so many different levels, obviously, at the highest level, and done it multiple times. So not only can I bring some things to this team, I think they can teach me a whole lot.
As somebody that's competed against the Warriors for years and knowing your own personality, how do you foresee your personality type fitting with the guys that have been here?
Hell, I think I'm going to fit right in. It's all about winning. So whatever happens, but at the end of the day, if it's for the right reasoning and it's to get a W in that column, what else really matters?
Jimmy, where are you at mentally right now? What has this time been like?
Yeah.
And how did you help yourself get through the roughest of the days during this absence?
I'm at a really good place mentally. This mini break that I didn't want but had during the year, I got to spend more time with my kids, more times with my loved ones, and to reflect on a lot. But I'm in shape. I'm ready to go. I've been training. I've been running up and down, laughing, smiling, and having fun. But now I get to do one of the things that I love more than anything, and that's to compete.
You expect to debut Saturday?
I would think so. I hope so. We got to ask the boss.
We hope so.
Yeah. I'm ready. Yeah. Saturday it is.
Jimmy, Draymond had said the reason why he thinks this is going to fit is because you're a winner, they're a winner. I think he even said you're a certified effing winner. How do you think your personality and the way you play is going to mesh with Draymond? And also, how do you feel about playing with a shooter like Steph? I don't know if you've ever had one like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
I think our personalities are going to be fine. I would like to say that I am a winner. I haven't won it, but I would like to call myself a winner. I do want to win it being a championship. And as far as playing with Steph, I mean, everybody knows he's the greatest shooter in the world, greatest shooter in history. Makes my job a lot easier. I probably got a lot more space out there. But more than anything, I think it's always going to be a team effort. We all got a lot more space out there, so we'll see how it goes.
Jimmy, I'm back here. I'm real short.
Got you.
Way short.
No.
How are you? We haven't heard from you since obviously the last game in Miami. How do you reflect now that this is all over? How do you reflect on your time with the Heat? Just, you went to 2 different finals, the whole
Yeah.
conference finals, but then also obviously the way things ended.
I'm straight. I don't got too many bad things to say about them. I don't. They gave me opportunity. I felt like I did my job to the highest level. I have so much respect for that organization, for the people that's running that organization, and for my former teammates. And I'm always wish them the best. When March comes around, we need that like we need everything else. Before y'all even ask, we take dubs they can get around here. But I got a lot of love for a lot of people over there in that organization, and I just want them to know that I'm very grateful for the relationships that I have built and that I'll keep for a lifetime.
So what was it that made you want to leave then?
That's a good question, actually. That is a good question. I don't know. Maybe just a lot of talking back and forth, and sooner or later, talking's got to stop.
Jimmy, have you heard much about the Warriors organization and how they treat players, and what have you learned about what you're stepping into?
I haven't heard too much. I know that they're all about winning, though, which is all that matters. I know they're going to do whatever it takes for their players to be comfortable, because when you got happy players, those players are going to go above and beyond to make sure that you're happy and that they're going to win. So I know that that's part of it. I've seen it firsthand in the past, couple of hours. I'm here talking to each and every one of you, and they're making sure that I have everything that I need, that I'm ready to go now, and forever I'm ready to suit up on Saturday. So I get a good grip of it.
And as a high IQ guy, how do you see yourself fitting like on the court and their play style and what you bring to the table?
We good. Pass the ball to Steph and get out the way. Easy. That's okay. He can still make it. I saw it in the Olympics.
Jimmy, what was it like for you to have to deal with the speculation and you being the quiet person that you are publicly, to sit here now and to now have the security of knowing that you're going to be here for the foreseeable future?
Yeah. Speculation is just what it is, though. I like to let people think that what's going on is really going on when that's only one side of every story. I don't have anything to say. I'm good. All of that is behind me. I'm moving forward, and I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be wanted again, so I'll leave it at that.
Did you not feel wanted?
Maybe at times, but like I said, who cares now? Because I'm here, and I would like to think that I am wanted here.
Jimmy, one of the last times we heard from you, was when you said that you just wanted to find your joy in basketball again, and you didn't think that you could find it in Miami. Is it as simple as New Jersey and you're back? This is joy?
Yeah, I got a feeling I'm finna be back in a big way too. So I'm smiling. Like I said, I've been going at it. I've been training. I've been doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. I know that I have my joy back now. I'm in a different situation, different group of guys. I can't wait to get out there and compete. I've had all the family time I need. I do want my those my guys. Yeah, those my guys. I'm gonna be ready to go.
And I hear the coffee's pretty good in the Bay too. So,
Jimmy, are there any regrets on how this whole process played out?
Only one. I just opened my coffee shop in Miami and can't go there no more. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to get one in San Fran.
That's in the works to open up in the Bay?
I damn sure hope so.
Right, we'll end with Anthony. We got a game to play.
Yeah, how big a part of this was the extension that you signed and the fact that it lines up with Steph?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that was a big part, but I'm happy about it. I am happy about it. I think the biggest part was just getting me to be able to play basketball again. I just want to be able to go out there and do what I've been doing for a very long time and have fun and smile and rip and run and not feel like I'm just doing cardio majority of the game. So I'm very, very, very happy that I'm not getting suspended no more.
Great. Perfect. Thank you. We're going to do a quick photo op with the jersey there.
Well, this my 10. This my 10.
If you guys want to stand up, kind of stand next to each other. That would be
Great. 10. You know who wore 10 here?
this guy. Yeah, Mike. Mike, let me get this